What's up, guys? It's Jake with CrossFit Shakerag and Coach Jimmy again doing another Coffee with the Coaches. Today, the topic is going to be consistency in the gym. So I know being here often, one of the biggest things I see is people that are constantly kind of in and out. They're here for a week, out for a week, here for a week, out for a week. Or either maybe they're like killing it, like 5 days in a row, and then all of a sudden they're just done. And they're out for like 2 weeks, and then they're back, and they're like going to kill it again. And they keep, it's always this kind of cycle of I'm going to get after it, and then they kind of drop off. And then it's that same kind of thing where I think one of the better strategies a lot of times with something like that is slowing down and kind of going at it a little bit at a time. I mean, every person's different. I mean, maybe just aiming for setting a goal of like 3 days a week, 4 days a week, and consistently meeting a goal and making sure you always hit that number is a good strategy to get there. And I want to hear what Coach Jimmy's opinion on that is, and we can kind of bounce some ideas back and forth, something that might help some of you guys stay more consistent.
Absolutely. I think that's exactly right. Consistency doesn't mean being here every day, especially early on. I would totally recommend new people, for them consistency might be 2 solid days a week or 3 solid days a week that they can maintain, because the last thing we want is for people to jump in day one and say, oh, you know, I drank the Kool-Aid, I'm going to be here 5 days in a row, and they do it, and then something happens, they get sick, or, you know, life happens, and then that consistency drops off to maybe 3 days the next week, and then they're like, well, I missed 2, so maybe I'll just go 2 days the following week, and then we're right back in that same system. So I would say consistency, but also being realistic early on. For those of us that are a little more, you know, we've done CrossFit for some years now, you know, we can probably jump into it and do 4 or 5 days a week consistently. But for the new people, I would agree, three max for starters.
Yeah, I think three is a good place for starters. And again, like you were saying, people that have done a CrossFit, or even people with an athletic background, a lot of times, that have been fit, that have done fitness before, have done other types of training. And it's a being smart and listening to your body kind of thing, and just knowing yourself and knowing what you can handle, which is hard at the beginning. And that's when, like I said, I think, or like you said, 3 days is a great starting place. But I do know certain people. We've had guys come in the gym, and it's like they told me, they were like, I have to come every day to build consistency. And I've had people that are like, I have to come every day for the first month just to build that consistency and make myself be here. And you know, that's a person-to-person thing, and I think that's a great idea for certain people. Other people, they're going to burn out really quick doing that. And again, I think that 3 days a week is the perfect strategy for the majority of people. And I think let's talk about some of the strategies maybe to help people kind of keep that and build that consistency. I mean, one of the things I can think of off the top of my head is going early. So like in the week or in the day, but mainly what I'm thinking about is like going early in the week. You know, Monday comes around, you better be at the gym Monday. Tuesday comes around, try to get there. If you need Wednesday off, take Wednesday off, and then you've got the rest of the week to get that 3rd day in. Always try to get it in early rather than late. If you procrastinate and say, oh man, I'm tired, Monday morning, don't go. Oh man, Tuesday, I just don't feel like it. Then you've got to cram all those days in a smaller portion of time, and then you didn't go because you didn't feel like it 2 days, and then Wednesday, you've got kids, and oh, the kids had something pop up I got to go to. Then Thursday, something else pops up you got to go to. Then, you know, just life kind of gets in the way. So go early, and then if something happens, it happens and you don't make it, but at least make that attempt, that solid attempt to get there on Monday, probably Tuesday as well. And then if you need a day off, go 2 days hard, need that Wednesday off, take Wednesday off.
Yeah, I would agree, and especially now, we're going into the holiday season. We talked about this a little bit. I know for me, this is the hardest time to maintain consistency, and for me, I've had to resort to scheduling. Like, I have a daily schedule that I follow, which includes CrossFit at 7:30 in the morning, and I totally agree. I have to knock it out early, because if I don't, then work happens, life happens, stuff with kids. So I would say develop a time that is attainable, that's maintainable, and then stick with that. But for me, the holiday seasons are coming. I think it's a good. What are some suggestions you have for people coming into December and the new year, into how they can maintain consistency? What would you say to them?
I think that what we just talked about, definitely, like trying to get it done early in the week, and then early in the day as well, because I mean, let's be honest. Like, what do you have going on at 5:30? Some of you, yeah, you got to be at work early. But most of y'all, what do you have going on at 5:30 a.m.? Probably nothing.
Yep.
Probably sleep. Your kids don't need to be at school. You probably don't have to be at work that early. Some of you may, and I get that. They're a rare situation. But most of you don't have to be at work that early. We have showers here, so we have a lot of people that come in, get it done early, and they get out of here. And then you can always control the beginning of your day.
Absolutely.
But you cannot control the afternoon. Like, you can. Like, you get off work, boom, you've got kids, and, you know, they've got a school project they forgot to tell you about. So now you've got to run to Walmart and go pick up supplies, you know, or you're at work and your boss says, hey, I need you to stay late for a couple hours. You can't control those things. They're out of your control, but you can control that early time in the morning. You can always get there then. So I really encourage people, especially that have kind of sporadic things happening, their work schedule, they might have a meeting pop up late, or you have kids that might have something pop up, get it in and get out early as you can.
You know, I agree. And one other benefits of consistency that just came to mind, especially for new people, is the aspect of soreness. Because if you establish a routine, all new people are going to get sore when they do any new workout regimen. But if you can maintain that consistency, if you come for a good solid month and then you stop coming, then when you start back, you're going to get sore again. Right. But if you can maintain that consistency, even if it's 3, 4, whatever days a week, you're going to, I'm not going to say you'll never be sore, but it's going to be far less.
You're going to minimize it greatly if you can continue to come and build that routine. Yeah, your body does get used to things, and yeah, you're still going to get sore. If you ever like just stop completely getting sore, you probably need to modify some stuff we're doing in the gym. You probably need to push a little harder. There's some things you need to be doing here and there because you want to be a little sore. A little soreness is good. It means you're working, it means you're doing the right thing. But that first week back, that's always like, I mean, I know what that feels like. I've been there. It is terrible. It's definitely, I mean, I think I remember the first week I got back into working out after high school. So I took a long period of time off after high school because I was lazy. And
which for Jake was like 2 years ago.
What, high school? Yeah, 2 years ago, yeah. Actually,
10-year
10-year reunion just happened.
10 years?
Yeah, I didn't go, but it just happened.
Wow.
So, yeah, I've been
You didn't go?
No, I didn't go. Been out for 10 years now. But I took a long time off, and then I remember I remember being sore for literally a week and a half. I couldn't, like, I think I was really close to having rhabdo in my chest. Like, I was so sore through here, I just couldn't move my arms. I did bench press, and I was like, oh, I can do the same weight I used to do. It was just really hurting. It messed me up. So be careful with what you do getting back in. Keep that consistency. Start out slow, get the ball rolling, and then, you know, just keep it going. Life happens. We get it. You have a bad week. Make sure. And I think that's another big thing is when you have a bad week, you have to make that conscious effort to make sure the next week is a good week.
Yep.
You know, always constantly follow up a bad week with a good week. And if you do that, you'll continue to just only have good weeks. Again, guys, you have any questions, you'd like to come out, check out a class here, give us a call, email us, whichever you'd like to do. I'll put a link in the comments below to check out a free class. See you guys next time.
Yep, see you guys at the gym.